it's okay.
Okay.
From today we will.
Okay, so today is it is recording. So what I'll mute the session. So today we discuss about types of servers and SAP landscape. So landscape, nothing but arrangement of servers. So as in SAP we are having three types of servers. SAP we are having three types of servers. So one is development. This is what we call as development server, and another server we are having quality, that is quality assurance, and third one production server. Production. We are having three types of server. Okay, SAP landscape, or nothing but landscape means nothing but arrangement of servers. So as we discussed, development server, quality server, and production server. Okay, so in development, as a consultant, we used to work here. In development server, consultant used to work here. Consultant used to work in development server, and after my configurations I need to check my configurations. As per my view, my configuration is correct, but according to customer it may correct, it may not be correct. That's the reason we need to check the or test that configuration. So what we'll do, we are going to transport the data or configurations what we developed in the development server to quality server. So after completion of testing, if customer is okay with that configuration, so what they do, we are going to send that configuration to production server. Production is a live server. Production is a live server where end user used to work. Okay. So in interview they may ask, do you have any access of production server? So the answer should be no, because as a consultant we are not going to work on production server. Production server is a live server where end user used to work. Okay, so that you should remember while in the interview. They may ask, so do you have the server access of production? Okay, you need to say no. So these types of servers we are having in SAP. Okay, so our working area will be in development server, or we are going to work in development server. How to transfer between this server? So we are having a transfer request. I'll let you know what is the transfer request and how we are going to transfer. I'll let you know. But these are the systems. Development server, they may give client ID 100, 110, 120. So in that we are having functional consultant development server, and ABAP consultant development server, and sandbox. After that the client assurance, that's quality server, they may give the number as like this, and production server 700 or 800, 700, sometimes 400. You should remember all these things. The development server, in the development server, as I told you, we are going to work in here in golden client, only configurations. 110 is for web development, 120 sandbox is a rough user, and after that configurations we need to transport the data from development to quality, and after that quality to production system. Okay, so we'll see in another way. So this is how the server used to work. We are having a layers. So as we are having the servers, and we are having layers of servers. So what is layer? Layer nothing but presentation layer, presentation layer, or it is also called as GUI. GUI. So what is GUI? Any idea? GUI means graphical user interface. Means what is that? Presentation server means, so it is giving the presentation, or what are the things we view in the system. That is what we call as presentation server or presentation layer. Okay, then what are the activities we used to maintain or perform in that particular software? That is what we call as application. Presentation, what are the things we are going to view in the system? That is presentation layer. That is first one. And second one, the application, what are the activities we used to perform? That is what we called as application. And third one, after working on that particular software, we need to save that data. Where we are going to save? Under database layer. So this is what we called as layers of the server, and these are the servers. Okay, presentation, application, and database. So as of now, in SAP we are having two types of database. One is local database. This is SAP's database, and we are having one more database called as that is main database. As of now, in SAP, we are working on ERP or ECC system. ECC stands for Enterprise Central Components. As of now, in ERP or ECC system, we are going to maintain the database server with Oracle. As of now, we are not having any server or database server. SAP doesn't have one server, database server they don't have as of 2015. But after 2015, SAP has come out from their own server, SAP's own database server called as, what is this? Any idea is there? HANA. SAP's own database server. As of now, we are using this version, ERP ECC or ECC version, and after 2025, as of now, we are using the database with Oracle only, but already it has been introduced on 2015. Still some old clients are there in this system. After 2025, so all ERP or ECC system will be absolute. Absolute means it will be go away. So that it will not exist in the. So we need to switch to HANA. So what are the topics or what are the modules there in ECC? Let's say example in ECC or ERP, we are having module called FICO, right? Then we called MM, then SD, sales and distribution, PP, HR. So all these modules will be get changed in S4 HANA. This is what we called as S4 HANA. S4 HANA stands for fourth generation HANA, and this is called as R3, real time 3 or 3 ERP, and FICO will be changed to S4 finance. MM is sourcing, and procurement. SD HANA sales, HANA manufacturing, and HR success factor. Okay, but to learn this module, S4 module, you need to know the ECC module or ERP module. So without knowing this, you cannot go for this level. This is a base, or this is what we call as foundation. So without foundation, we cannot build the buildings. So that's the reason it is very important. Initially go with FICO, then you can try to learn on S4 HANA. Otherwise, you're not able to understand the topics. So I'll explain what is R3 and so this is R3 system. As we discussed, we are having 3 layers in the server. One is database server, application, and presentation server. Okay, it will come like this. So earlier we were using 2-tier distributed system. So there presentation is one layer and application and database is one layer, only 2 layers. So after that the presentation and application has become one layer and database become another layer. Now we come up with a 3-layer or 3-tier technology, that is 3-tier, this presentation, application and database. So multi-level also like this. This is a similar diagram. So as we discussed, customer development and customizing it done in development server. The configurations of client settings and creation of new functionality will be maintained in development server. In quality assurance server, the functionality testing and verification of configurations we need to verify. So according to the client requirement, if it is okay, then he will move to production server. If it is not okay, then he will give some own requirement or another requirement. According to that, we need to reconfigure in development server again. And in production server, once the quality is okay, the qualified okay, then that data will be moved to production server, productive activities and business data. This is a real time server. Okay, testing production. So this is a procurement process. We discuss detailing regarding procurement, but it's an overview. Just we can go with an overview. So assume that a demand. So assume that demand is going to when the purchase. What is procurement actually? So procurement nothing but purchase of material. Purchase of material. So when we are purchasing the material, purchasing material when we need to manufacture, right? When we are purchasing material to manufacture the goods, right? So who is going to give the requirement and why we are manufacturing? So according to my client or customer requirement, right? Customer requirement. In order to fulfill his requirement, what we do, we are going to manufacture, right? So this is the process. When we are getting the demand from the customer, what we do, we are going to raise the purchase requisition. Purchase requisition means we are getting the material request from production department. Then what we do, we are going to send the requisition to my vendor. Who is vendor? Vendor nothing but goods supplier. He is going to supply the goods according to my requirement, and after that we'll place the agreement. If vendor is okay with that kind of supply, what we do, we are going to maintain the agreement between vendor and our company. Then after agreement, we are going to send a purchase order to him. In that order, we are going to mention how many quantity required and which plant we need to deliver or which plant we are going to receive, where it's stored. All details will be maintained in purchase order. Then so after purchase order, that purchase order will go to vendor. What he is going to do, he is going to deliver the goods. That is what we call as goods receipt. And goods receipt means nothing but we are receiving the goods which sent by vendor, and we are maintaining our inventory. Nothing but goods. So goods we are maintaining or management. So after that, receiving the goods, what is next step? The invoice verification or invoice sent by vendor. On that basis, we need to pay the money to my vendor. This is what we call as procurement process. So initially, we are getting the demand from my customer. On that basis, we are going to collect the whatever materials we require to maintain his requirement or fulfill his requirement, and we are going to purchase the materials with my vendor, or we are inquiring the price with vendor. So once we okay with his price, what we do, we are going to agreement with vendor. We are going to maintain the agreement with my vendor, or scheduling agreement we can call it as, or contract. Both are same, not same exactly. I'll discuss regarding scheduling agreement and contract. After that, we are going to raise the purchase order. In that purchase order, we are going to input how much quantity required, which material we require, where we are going to store the material, where we are going to receive the material. All this kind of data will be maintained in purchase order. That purchase order will go to vendor. Then vendor, what he do, he'll going to check the material which is available in the system, in his system. Then he is going to deliver the goods to my premises. After delivering, we need to show it in my system as goods has been received from my customer, from vendor. Then after receiving the good or after receipt, vendor going to raise the invoice, means how much I need to pay to my vendor, and after that we are going to make the payment. So this is the process. Then production process. This is how the production schedule or release, shop floor, goods receipt, order settlement, goods issue. Then sales process. Customer is going to order the material, picking the material from the plant, packing it and sending to my customer, billing and goods issue or delivery. First what will happen, packing, goods issue, billing and account receivable. Okay, sales process of trading goods. What is trading goods? We are going to sell two types of material to my customer. So we can sell two types of material two types of materials to my customer. So number one is trading goods and another one is finished goods. So what is trading goods and what is finished goods? Both are ready to sell, or we can sell these two products to my this type of goods to my customer. So what is the difference? Any idea what is the difference between trading goods and finished goods? Trading goods, we are not manufacture any goods here. We are not manufacture any goods in this, or we are not the manufacturer of these goods. We purchase it from vendor and we sell to our customer. So we just doing the trade, that's it. We are not the manufacturer of goods. So in that case it is called as trading goods. We can sell the product, someone's product we are going to sell. So you can reconnect once you disconnect. Okay, we can sell the product to customer. It's called as trading goods. But sometimes what will happen, in finished goods we are going to sell our own produced product. That is what we call as finished goods. Trading goods, we are not the manufacturer of that particular material. We are selling, and that materials will be purchased from some other vendor, and we are selling to our customer. And finished goods, we are the manufacturer and we are selling our own products. Okay. So this is the process, how the sales process comes for trading goods. But sometimes finished goods, in the name finished goods, in the process will be customer is going to raise the order and we need to check availability is there or not. If it's insufficient, what we do, we are going to send a request to my production department. I require this much of material according to customer, then we are going to manufacture and we are going to deliver the goods. Okay, so this is all. Then trading goods, finished goods. So we are having two types of process in finished goods. One is if I am having a sufficient availability in my storage, what we'll do, just we are going to deliver the goods. If you're not having any sufficient, what we do, we are going to send a request to my production department. So on that request, they are going to produce the goods and we are going to deliver the material to my customer. So this is a sales process. Next one, this is related, not related to. Okay. So as of now, some important topics we discussed. Any doubt is there? Please let me know. If you are not having any doubts, we'll move further. Okay. So now what we do, we'll start the configurations. Before starting the configurations, from where to start? So which is the starting point? To start with, we are going to configure enterprise structure. It's a beginning level. So what are how our training will work? So what we do, we are going to, yesterday we discussed regarding I think types of project we discussed, types of projects we discussed or not?
Yes.
Yeah, types of project is discussed. Implementation project, and support project, right? So implementation project will not be exist. It is already, many companies already implemented. Now no company is there to implement the SAP, but you will get the job in support project. You will get the job in support level of project. But in our training session, what we do, we are assuming that we got one implementation project. Okay, so on that basis we are going to configure from the 0 level. And after my configurations, I need to test my configuration, right? So for testing, I used to come to end user level or easy access screen. There I am going to post the invoices or post the journal entries. While posting, we may face lot of errors, or some errors we are getting. We need to solve that error. This is how we are going to work. I cannot show how the support project will work because we are not having any real project, right? So we are assuming that we got the project, and for that project, as a consultant, how we are start the configuration. So here yesterday we discussed, we are having SAP customer and SAP partner, right? In our case, SAP customer will be, I'll take some so I'll take Pepsi. Pepsi is one manufacturing company, right? SAP partner Square. Okay, so we are working for Square as a consultant. We are working with Square, and my client will be Pepsi. We are working, or we are doing the configuration to my customer Pepsi, but my payroll will be on SAP in Square technology. So this is consultant level and this is end user level. Okay, so we are going to work on this level. So first, initially I need to create the company. This is what we call as enterprise structure for the finance level. First I need to maintain the company. So what is company is? Company, it is a basic requirement to start the configurations. It can be created by using 6 characters or 6 digits. Maximum I can use. Alphanumeric keys I can use. Alphanumeric key, nothing but character, number, either one of, or combination of character and number can also be used. Here SAP allow me to use only 6 characters. Maximum is 6, but minimum is 1. In between you can give any number. Okay. For that company, I'm going to give company code. So here I'll take my client as Pepsi. as SAP has suggested me to take 6 character, but it is not mandatory. It will allow 5 character also, or 5 digits also. And my company code should be P01 or anything you can give according to your requirement. So what is company code? It is a required field to extract the financial statements. If you want to maintain the financial statement, then you need to maintain the company code. And Pepsi, it's a brand name, right? Okay, the operations will be maintained at company code level. The Pepsi is a brand name, so under that the operations will be maintained in company code level. Then under company code we need to maintain the chart of account. What is chart of account? Chart of account, it's a list of ledger. So what is the purpose of ledger here? Why we are required ledgers? What is ledgers? So it will disconnect. Please reconnect again. Studio 44 43. Huh? So what is the purpose of ledger? So why we require ledger? To post the entry, right? Post the entry. We require ledger, right? To create the ledgers, or to create the ledger, to do the postings, we require ledgers. To create the ledger, we require a chart of account. Chart of account, nothing but a list of ledger. Chart of account. So under that, the account group will be there. So under that, we are going to ledger, going to create the ledgers, and with the help of ledger, we are going to post the entry. Okay, so this is the structure of chart of account. So that's the reason we require chart of account. It's a list of ledger. Here we can use 4 character to create the chart of account. We will discuss in detail while creating the chart of account. And fourth one, business area. What is business area? It's the areas of responsibilities. Areas of responsibility which can be created by using 4 character here. Business area has been divided into or categorized into 2 types. One is service industries and second one is manufacturing industries. If it is a service industries, branches are considered as a business area. For example, Bangalore, Mumbai, Chennai, Hyderabad, like that. And if it is a manufacturing industry or the company is involved in manufacturing, then what are the goods they manufacture, that is considered as a business area. Cement, steel, etc. In our case, soft drinks, we can take soft drinks, right? This is one kind of business area. Soft drinks. Save this one. Okay, so this configuration I need to maintain. But apart from finance department, in a company we may have a lot of departments. We'll discuss that one also. At the creation level, how we are going to create and what are the configurations we are going to do in financial accounting, we'll see that one. In enterprise structure, in my system I'm going to create company code. So I discussed about company code, company and business area, right? So what is consolidation? We need to create the consolidation business area. So what is consolidation business area? If you're having more than one branch or more than one business area, we need to maintain the consolidation business area to get the consolidated report. Then functional area, what are the activities we used to perform in my company, inside company? Say example, if we are in production, I need to maintain, that is what we call as function. If we are in sales and distribution, that we need to consider as a function area. This kind of functions we can maintain. Then financial management area. Financial management area is nothing but if the company is involving in any fund management business, then we need to maintain the financial management area. So apart from financial accounting, we have logistics department, department. Is material management, and sales and distribution department. And in that particular department, we are going to create some configurations. In logistic general department, we are going to create plant. What is plant? Plant is called as manufacturing unit. Divisions, according to divisions we can generate the reports. Like if you are doing this retail business, we can create a retail sales or retail division. If you are having a wholesale business, we can mention it wholesale. Like that we can create the general division. Is nothing but material management. It is also called as purchase department, where we used to purchase the material with the help of purchase organization. Purchase organization means to purchase any material, we require purchase organization. So after purchasing the material, we need to store that material under plant level. That is what we call as storage location. S location is storage location. That will be maintained in level. In level, two configurations required. One is purchase organization. Purchase organization is to purchase the material. Okay, so this is another department. Although we are having a finance department, but we are having another department called as purchase department, where we are going to do the purchase activities. So as a finance consultant, we are not taking care of purchases. Only the payment to vendor we are going to take care. That's it. As a finance consultant, we are not into purchasing. We are having a separate department or a separate module is there. They are going to take care of purchases. In the similar way, there will be sales department, SD, sales and distribution. There they are going to take care of sales activities. There we need to create the sales organization and distribution channel. What is distribution channel? How we are going to reach my customer, whether I'm selling my product to customer directly or I'm selling the product through dealer. You may heard that on factory clearance sales. What is that? Factory clearance sales means the factory people or the company people directly come to customer level or customer location to sell their product, right? Factory clearance sales. What is factory clearance? They are clearing their product, or they are selling the product directly. Or you heard Amazon, Flipkart, they used to sell the product online, right? That is also called as distribution channel, online sales. So divisions, as we discussed, division. Sales office, my sales activities I need to maintain. So for that purpose I need to maintain the sales office. And sales group. What is sales group? Sales group nothing but to maintain my sales report. To maintain my sales report, I need to generate one sales group. So these are the overview of enterprise structure. Apart from that, we are having one or two more enterprise structure need to maintain, but here I discussed only 4. So I'll configuring, I'll let you know what is the additional modules we require to maintain. But if you are a consultant, financial consultant, no need to create all these things. Only whichever comes under finance you need to create. That's it. These configurations will be maintained by the particular customer. MM related configurations will be taken care by MM. SD consultant will take care of SD activities. But here in my training, we need to integrate with many departments. To maintain the integration, I need to create these configurations. Okay. Otherwise, as a financial consultant, no need to do all these kind of configurations. So we'll see how to create and how to work on it. Before we going into system, so I need to log in. Sorry, I didn't log in. Having a problem with my system. We'll check that one. So what I'll do, try to log in. I'll check that. Meantime, if you are having any doubts, let me know.
Okay.
Any doubt is there?
No.
Yes, regarding that enterprise structure, I can't able to understand that.
Where you are struck?
That Pepsi, you say the examples, no, that's digit, some like those.
Sorry?
Like a Pepsi, you say as an example of a Pepsi, no? That module.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not understand to me.
Pepsi is just a name of the company, right?
Okay.
So under that, this is a company, right? So under Pepsi, they manufacture many things, right? Pepsi is going to manufacture Pepsi, that is cola drink, 7-Up, right? Many things are they used to manufacture, right? Hello?
Yes.
So are you getting?
Yes, I'm getting.
Okay. So Pepsi is a company, right? So what kind of operation they used to perform, I need to maintain in company code. So Pepsi is a company, there is no operation is going to take care. But in company code, we are going to maintain the operation. Means what kind of manufacturing we are going to maintain. In Pepsi, it's a name, it's a company name. Under Pepsi, we may have a lot of company codes. Company code means operations. Say example, Tata, right? Tata group is there. Under Tata, we may have many manufacturing, right? Like they used to manufacture steel, they are into automobiles, they are into coffee, tea, like that, right? They used to coffee. But name will be a Tata. Tata Steel, Tata Motors, Tata Tea, Tata Coffee, like that, right? The Tata, it's just a name. Under that, the operations will be maintained under company code. That's the difference between company and company code.
Okay.
So chart of account is nothing but it's a list of ledger. If you want to maintain the postings, how you are going to post the entry with the help of ledgers. To maintain the ledgers, where we are going to maintain under chart of account. So what are the ledgers we are having in company, that will comes under chart of account. Business area, nothing but our branches. Okay, so branches under the company code. Branches under company code, not company. Branches under company code.
Okay.
So this is structure.
Okay.
So I'll check whether I'm not able to log in or not. Otherwise, I'll take different server. So I think today is not possible to get the server. you people having the server?
We don't have.
Then how will you practice? Not able to connect. Okay, so I'll take the server today, and by next week we'll start the practical session. Okay, but I'm not able to connect the server, so I'll collect the server details today from my team. See here, I'm getting the error. So we'll stop the class here,
Okay.
and we'll continue the class next week. So I'll send a message in the group. So today I'll share the details of this video, and I'll share some document as well. So, refer the documents. Any doubt is there, you can ask me in next class. Okay.
Okay.
By next week we'll have some configurations we'll do in system, and try to get the server from Santosh, and in the same parallelly you can practice, otherwise it is very difficult to understand. Okay.
Okay, we will
It's
get.
okay. I'll discuss regarding server with Santosh,
Okay.
and I'll get to you.
Okay.
Okay then, bye. Good day.